Derail Valley. I'm going to comment and do commentary today, and I'm actually remembered to click record this time. Loading, please wait. 21%, 29%. Right, what we going to do tonight? I've been researching the DH4, the diesel hydraulic shunting short-range locomotive, and I've been looking at the hydraulic gearboxes because I want to know how hydraulic gearboxes work. I'd like to know how everything works before I start using it, before I start using the locomotives. I think this is all off. This is all off, isn't it? Yeah, it's all off. Right, let's turn that on, turn that valve on there. Because there's no DH4 here, is there? Well, there's a thing in there. They don't have a DH4 in the museum, so we'll have to go find one from somewhere. And what I've done is I found a schematic. I've been looking for all sorts of schematics for Voith hydraulic gearboxes, and because the one in the game apparently uses 3 torque converters, I've been trying to find. I eventually did find a Voith schematic for a Voith 3 torque converter gearbox for locomotives in the end. Did all sorts of research, I tell you. So I'll try and explain how that gearbox works, because I've written a small description by here. When we get to so we're going to have to buy the license. Right, the handbrake's on, it's in neutral. Oh look, the pressure's coming up already, so I'll put that down. So we're going to have to buy the license for the DH4 and go find one to practice with. Yeah, the brake cutoff's off, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't matter, the brakes are isolated anyway. Make sure it's in neutral. It's in neutral, and the brakes are off, right. And the brakes are off there. Okay, close that, put the reverser. Bring these brakes online, take the handbrake off, and we're ready to go. We should be ready to go. We got a little bit of pressure, not a lot. I mean, it's okay. It'll move us. It'll move us. Stopcocks are open. Yeah, I just like knowing how all the mechanicals work. So because it's hard to find information on the DH4 and the DH4 analogs about how the hydraulic gearboxes work. Yeah, it's 3 torque converters, so I've written a small description just now on the other monitor. Maybe I should have saved it. It's not saved, it's just on opening a notepad page on the other monitor. So I know we could head back down to the harbour, couldn't we? We're facing the wrong way for the harbour, aren't we? We could reverse all the way down there. It just seems like a long way to reverse. But then there is a triangle at the top. We could always reverse on the triangle and go down to the harbour, couldn't we? We could just try and push this all the way down. Right, what have we got in there? We got the DM3, we got the S282. Just seems a long way to go to reverse all the way down to the harbour. I mean, if we're in City South, there is a triangle further ahead. We could go and reverse on that triangle. Oh no, that's the triangle up by the. See, I'm looking at we're down here, so I'm looking at this triangle here. This triangle is actually up around the corner. We could reverse on there and get down to the harbour. We could just try and reverse this whole route here down to the harbour. I mean, if I'm doing a voiceover, I'm probably intending to edit this video, so we could just do a time lapse of us getting all the way down there. Reverse all the way. Yeah. May as well reverse all the way. It means we can't go that fast because we can't see what's in front of us. If we keep the speed under about 30, all the points should be with us, by the way. All the points should be with us. And we will soon find out if they aren't. If we just keep the speed around about 30, and we don't have to have a lot of pressure because we're not a big train, so we don't need a lot of pressure on the boiler, so we can save fuel. We'll just keep our speed under 30 then, reversing all the way. You know, that way we're not going to cause any problems. Just keep monitoring the speed. Yeah, it would be fine. I mean, we could have gone and seen if there was any jobs to take with us, couldn't we? Any wagons to take. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We don't need. We could keep the damper down. We don't need much pressure in the boiler. We can just stop messing with those. We don't need those. Yeah, I mean, 9's fine. 9's fine. That's all we need. Close the throttle so we don't get a regulator. 40. Test the brakes a little bit. I haven't learned how to do modifications yet either. I could do the bloody lamp up here. See, because this keeps falling down. Could you could learn how to do modifications because you can stick a light up there. I'm worried about going too fast. We're going to go in there, go to the brakes. I could put just the train brake on, so it's just the individual brake. So we're down here, we're down in this corner. So as we cross the next corner, we'll see the harbour. So cranes to the harbour. So once we're over the bridge, we've got to be cautious because there's a downhill slope then to the harbour. So we're going down the hill. I decided when I was making a cup of tea just now that I'll explain, rather than make a picture then try and put it on the screen as a... Sorry, I'm drinking my tea now. Yeah, rather than make a picture and put it on the screen as I'm playing, I could just insert a clip, draw a clip of me on a desktop trying to explain how this gearbox works on the DH4. Based on this old Voith schematic I found, because Voith has so many different hydraulic gearboxes. So I found one that actually fits the description and is available on the medium-sized shunting locomotives. You know, like the DH4. Where are we? Keep it under 30 and keep it under 30 just to be safe. Speed bleed off for a bit because I believe it's only 30, 40 here. Take the brakes off, we're under 40. Right, as we coast past the roundhouse, we'll have a look in the roundhouse and see what's there. So in the roundhouse we have a DM3, an S282 and 2 DH4s. There we go. So we'll have to choose one of those. We'll grab the license and choose one of those. Right, if we stop this just on the Y is this triangle section by here. Sometimes it's called Y, sometimes it's called a triangle by here. So if we stop this by here, yeah, make sure that the fire's dying down. So we're not going to blow this up. Put the handbrake on. Okay, into neutral. Take that off, the handbrake's on. Right, we'll go and take a look at the DH4. So we have this DM3, which is 055. This is 093. 051, which we got over there, is actually mine. It's the only one I've ever driven. Well, apart from the restored one. So that's my S282. I'd like to buy that. If we get an option later in the game in a future update to actually buy the locomotives, that's what I'd like. So we got this. We got number 54 or 11. So it requires license DH4. So which one should we have? I'll have to roll a dice. I will. I got dice by here on my desk. What's the number of this one? Because number 39039 was the one I believe we had right in the very beginning of the game. Number 42. Right. How much money we got? We got 532,000. So we got plenty. Right. Should we buy the licenses? So we'll go get the DH4. There we go. $50,000. $50,000. What else? What else do we need? We got most of these. D6. No, I'm not interested. Hazmat 3. I haven't had a need for it. I haven't had a need for military yet. Well, I haven't felt the need for military. We could do military. Well, we'll get a DH4 first, okay? In order to buy a license, you must clear all your fees. Oh, right. So that means it's going to reset all the brakes and everything on the trains. Right, okay. Fees. Where's this come from? We damaged. Well, we haven't damaged anything, have we? Oh, let's just do it anyway. Right, okay. No fees. Nice work. You may buy new licenses. Right, good. Licenses. Right, DH4, right? 50,000. Okay, let's get this. Right, when you find an ultra rare demonstrator fair enough, you'll re-rail it, and the first step towards fully restoring it. Okay, so we'll find the. And we can find the demonstrator locomotives now, because we still need a few demonstrator locomotives, don't we? So we still need to find those. I'm not really looking for them, to be honest. I guess we'll just chance see them when we're out and about. Like, we can't restore a boat, can we? Why do we want a boat? There's a slug. We don't use. Is the DH4 compatible with this? I don't think it is. Is it? I don't know. What's the church? I wonder what that noise was. Church. Church there. Looks like a continental European style church. Yeah, see, it's reset all this and dropped the fire and everything now, and all the brakes are on for paying the fees. Oh well, at least we're not using it anyway. At least the handbrake's on, isn't it? Yeah, the handbrake's on. It's not moving. All right. Let's try the DH4. Right, which one? So the number 1, 1 and 4, 4. That one's 5, 4. This one's 1, 1. Right. Because 5, 4 ends in an even number, we'll choose evens. And because 1, 1 ends in an odd number, we'll choose odds. I've got a set of dice next to me. I will choose a dice, not the 4. We'll choose the 8. A D8 dice. So if it's evens, we go for the 5, 4. If it comes out odds, we go for 1, 1. Okay? I'm going to roll it on the mouse mat now. A D8. It is a 6, so we're going for 5, 4. It came out as a 6. So this one's 5, 4. Let's move this over. Okay. And there's fuel. There's fuel there. It's a bow. It's diesel mechanical, albeit hydraulic clutches and transmission. So I guess if I leave it paused by here, I can splice in how the gearbox works before we even go in and try and drive it. So I'm going to have a drink of my tea and leave this on screen for a bit. And I'll make another video on the desktop to splice in right now to show how I think the gearbox works on this. Yeah, all works. I just haven't used my pen tablet for a while. Right. So we've got this gearbox. We've got the engine. So we'll have the engine here. So that's the engine, right? We've got this output from the engine coming out here. And it goes into the gearbox. And there'll be a gear here. Boom, 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 boom. And then we will have another long shaft. This is the main input shaft to the torque converters. Right, there's the torque converter. We'll have a gear here. And I believe I should bring up the diagram, because the reason why I'm doing this like this is because I don't think I have the rights to show the gearbox on screen, the image I've got. So we have the input to the torque converter here, right, and that's geared there. We've got the input of the second torque converter here, so that's geared there. Okay, so we got that there, like that. So that's the second torque converter. And we got the first one. We got the first one. We have the input to the third torque converter down here. And these are all spinning together. Right, let's change colours and change. So that's all spinning together. The output of the torque converter here is connected, is physically connected to the output of the torque converter here. Obviously the sizes of these are wrong. Yeah, this one's number 1, which has the most torque. This one's number 2, which has the second least torque, and this one's number 3, which is the highest speed one. Which colour have we got? Which layer are we on? Right, this is geared to, you've got a big gear going here, right? So you've got a big gear going here. So the big gear there. And there's going to be another output by here. Oh, I could do a different color, can we? I could do a different color. This would be another torque converter here. This is connected to another gear by here. Okay, all right. And there's going to be tubes feeding oil into these torque converters, right? So where the start-off gear is this one has the most torque. Even this one should be larger, really. This one should be larger. This one's the second biggest, and this one's the third biggest. The third smallest, I mean. So that one's the smallest, this one's second, this one's the largest. This one produces the most torque. I mean, my drawing is terrible. My drawing is awful. So those delivered. So oil is coming down this one first, and as the speeds up, oil starts getting transferred to this one and start transferring out of here as the revs go up, and then eventually it comes into here. Okay, I have the output shaft, and we'll have a gear there. So I have the output shaft here. Okay, and there'll be a gear here and a gear here. So that goes out to the wheels. It'll go to a reverser gear, which you can only change when static. Okay, and that's how it works. And that's how the gearbox, this is a Voith gearbox that uses 3, that's available for trains, for large, medium-sized shunting locomotives, that is likely the sort of gearbox that will be used in the DH4. Does that make sense? Anyway, so there you go. That's what we're doing anyway. So I'll go back to the game and then number 54054. Okay, we're back. We're back. What number is that one? Numbers that's 93. We don't need to. Right, so let's go in this and take a look. Right, open the door. Just take a look around it. This is like services end. Like, oh, would you like to be shown around this vehicle? No, I want to work it out myself. Okay. Have doors open. You've got the handbrake in the same position as the DM3. Okay. Oh, it's nice big windows. We can see out. Switches, lights, cab light, wipers, sander. We've got the train brake and individual brake. Right. Train brake fully on. It's fully off. It's fully variable brake. It's a fully variable brake. We have a dynamic brake, which turns on the heaters and pumps oil in the other way around, isn't it? Thing. Horn doesn't work. We've got a throttle. I assume, yeah. And then we got reverser. Got a reverser, we've got starter, and we have a fuel cutoff, right? Sand, fuel, oil, tacho, which is the engine revs. The engine revs are going to be important, aren't they? Because it's like hydraulically geared to the wheels, right? Oil temperature, main reservoir, brake pressure, and we got a bell. Breakers. Oh, right, okay. And that's a random panel. Where's the light? There's a light switch there. So we turn the electrics on, turn the starter on. Okay, the electrics are on. So let's turn the lights on. Oh, the outside cab light. There we go. So that's just the lights by there, right? Let's turn this on. There's a bunch of, that's just an air vent. There's no fan in here, is there? Wipers. Okay, let's start the engine. Right, is there any reason to turn off the starter? Well, he's turned it off anyway. That seems pretty... It's not very loud, is it? Big grunty diesel. The brake release there, the brake release there. Quick look around. Oil. That's oil temperature. So that's oil temperature of oil, because there's oil will be pulled in the bottom of the gearbox. So I assume at this point, with the engine running, it's filling the first torque converter with oil, ready for moving. I'm just drinking the rest of my tea. Yeah, I accidentally took 2 tea bags out of the thing earlier, so I've got a spare tea bag downstairs. I mean, it's a good looking machine, isn't it? Right, let's get going. So throttle. Throttle is just going to move us, isn't it? Because at the moment it's just idling the first torque converter. Oh, we haven't set the reverser. So at the moment, see, how does the reverser work? So why isn't the train brake going? Oh, we haven't got the isolator, there you go. Now, a lot of people on the forums now seem to really like the DH4. Oh yeah, it's got bogies. It's the first one in the game I've driven with proper bogies, hasn't it? Okay. Really got a good view out, hasn't it? It's going to push the points. Let's push the points. So we can't move the reverser, so the reverser is actually geared, so we can't move the reverser when we're moving. So I've been trying to work out how the reverser works, because some of the Voith gearboxes have they have 2 shafts of torque converters, one reversing, or 4 shafts even of torque converters, but I wasn't sure which this has. So this has a physical clunk clunk, a mechanical reverser. So it's an actual gear, and it should have a low and high range, I believe. But this one doesn't have a low and high range, so it's just torque converters. Okay, right. So yeah, I'm just trying to work out how the gearbox works. Turn the cab light off like that. Cab lights 1, lights F. Don't need the lights on for the time being, I just want to see what they look like. Okay, set the reverser. Dynamic brake is off. What's a dynamic brake do? I think it just pumps the oils the other way. It sticks it's got the fan there to cool the oil. I think it just pumps the oil the other way. Alright, okay. Reverse is set. Right, we'll couple up to the other locomotives and then do some practicing just back and forth. Maybe we'll go up to the city south, take a run to city south and see what we can do up there, just as a practice. So I still need to research. I'm still not 100% sure about the dynamic brake. So is it just pumping the oil the other way because it's heating up the oil? Because if it pumps the oil from the higher range into the lower range torque converter, it's going to heat up the oil. So the dynamic brake is going to cool the oil, isn't it? But then we're already because we haven't gone up a gear so much as such. I don't know, unless there's another torque converter or something on the other end going the other way that the dynamic brake is connected to. I mean, that's a possibility, isn't it? Because it's got to. Because I believe the dynamic brake works by converting the momentum into heat through an oil converter, another torque converter, maybe going the opposite direction. Useful window down there. No other controls down here. No other controls here. Alright, let's slow down a bit, Where's the brake? What's that? It's a horn. That's the engine cut off, right. We could see if there's any small jobs going to City South, couldn't we? Okay, put the brakes on. Okay, so it does have a remote, it does have an electrical connection. Obviously not to the steamer. Right, brakes are plugged up, so we've got to make sure the brakes are isolated on here, which they are because this was reset. Right, that's neutral, brakes are isolated, that's open. It's open, the firebox is off. Firebox is off, it's closed. What pressure in there just to... Yeah, the more water we got in the boiler, the less likely it is to corrode inside. So there's still a bit of pressure in the boiler, enough to put a bit more water in there. We will take that. Brakes are off, brakes are isolated, handbrake is off. Right, the DM3. Right, make sure it's in neutral, make sure the handbrake is off. Okay, easy. And the handbrake is off there. Right, should we go see if there's any jobs so we can take a job with us? Or maybe we'll reverse this up as practice. Reverse this up so we get closer to the station building. Maybe we could take a job with it. Maybe if it was small, like 3 empty wagons like last time, we could do that. Right. Moves nice and easily. Station building's over there, isn't it? We haven't seen it change gear yet, because I don't understand, because the engine revs should drop as it changes to the other torque converter. There's brake pressure. The brake pressure's over there. I'm going to check the oil on here just to make sure we're not going to break anything as we're dragging it around. That's all those pots done. Make sure we got the oil distributor by there. Lubricate everything. Right, that's not going to go anywhere. Right, we're going to check if there's any jobs to take up to City South, and we'll take a run to City South. And then, see what is there any City South jobs? There you go, this one. Like 534 tons. I mean, it can pull like 1,500 tons, couldn't it? That's quite a lot, and we've got to go uphill. I don't know. We could do a small shunting job. Is there anything as a shunting job that says City South? What's that? No. Auburn Town, no. Well, we'll just take a random run up to City South. Yeah, I'm not going to drag 500 tons, 534 tons just yet. I mean, because it's a new locomotive and I'm not sure how it's going to work and how it's going to work at all. So we'll just drag this as it is all the way up. Okay, so set the reverser. Can experiment with the dynamic brake, take the brakes off, bring the throttle. It just seems too easy to control at the moment, just seems too easy. It's like at least I'll spend some time looking out the window at the scenery, which you can't really do when you're driving the S282 because you've got to manage everything all the time. I guess this will be fine at low speed going up the incline. I guess it's got loads of torque and loads of weight, hasn't it? So we want to see it change gear. Where's the speed? Speed, so 40. It's 40 up there because the limit down here is 40. I'm looking for a gear to change. There's no gear to change. It should change automatically. It should see the revs drop. The revs are there. So you got what was that? Transmission RPM. So that's the output shaft RPM, and that's the engine RPM. Okay, that's interesting because you've got the input shaft and the output shaft. Oh, there you go. There you go. The engine revs changed. There you go. Did you see that? Do you see that? So now it's on the second torque converter. Oh, okay. Okay. Right. Right. It's really easy. It's really easy. We're under 40, aren't we? Yeah. So I reckon this has got loads of weight and torque, so we could easily get up there. Thing is, if we start taking on load, like going uphill when it's in the second torque converter, will it automatically go down to the first? Well, let's just leave it and not touch it, and see what happens. Now, if we move here so we can see all the controls. Let's not touch anything. I'm just gonna sit here, fold my arms, and see what happens. I'm slowing as we're going uphill. The output shaft is decreasing. Engine revs decreasing, lagging behind it. So if we start increasing the engine now, it's going to increase the oil temperature. So we've got to manage the oil temperature as well, a lot like the DM3. So the engine revs are going up, the output shaft revs are going down, oil temperature is going up. You can't tell which torque converter is on because it's all automatic. I guess it doesn't matter. Going slowly, so we're still moving anyway. And engine temperature, the oil temperature seems to have. Well, I was going to say stabilised. It's still going up. Is it stabilised there? No, it's still going up. So does that fan on the nose only work? So what's the blue light for? What's the blue light for? Is that the fan working to try and cool the oil? Oh, it's going down. Yeah, the fan must automatically come on. Just cool the oil. Oh, okay. Right, okay. Yeah. The noise has stopped and the blue light's gone off. So the fan cools the oil. Okay. Does it mean we can add a bit more throttle? No, just because we're still moving, we'll just keep moving. Just watch for that fan to come on now. Yeah, you can hear it. Oh, that's quite cool. It's quite cool. I mean, literally cool. It's a fan. It's the fan on the nose. We're still moving anyway, we're still moving, so I'm not gonna, don't mess with the throttle just yet, we're still moving. So we'll turn on again. It does seem like it starts cooling down as soon as the fan comes on. I think in reality it would move up a little bit further before it started cooling down, wouldn't it? Right, we're leveling off now from the uphill bit. So don't need to touch anything, it'll start speeding up automatically, won't we? As the revs become closer. There you go, see? The output revs is going up automatically. No, it's not automatically, it's just like physics. There you go, the engine temperature is stabilised. There you go. Brilliant. Brilliant. It's good visibility. I've got to say, the visibility is brilliant. It's excellent. The throttle, you could just set it and leave it, couldn't you? Okay, start watching the speed. As long as we keep it under 40, we'll be fine. You know, I could just start enjoying the scenery a bit more. There's the harbour. Stop moving the throttle. Keep it under 40, move the throttle down a bit. Keep it under 40. So the engine, the input and output revs are almost the same. Yeah, easy. That panel's annoying me. I think when we learn how to modify the trains, we can stick something up there, like a clock or something, or a compass. Or maybe I could just put the map up there. Maybe where's the map I picked up? It's going to fall off there. It's going to be on the floor, isn't it? Oh, we haven't got the lamp. What's that? Cab heater. Oh, there's a cab heater over there. Oh, it doesn't work and it's broken. It's broken. It's a radiator. Give me a bit more throttle. Cab heater. Is that just going to be engine coolant going through the cab heater? Another possible screenshot for the thumbnail. There we go. Get screenshots so that I can try and use them for some thumbnails later. You know, I quite like it, but there's more of a charm to doing all the work with the other ones. You know, I guess we have to monitor the dials closely on this, haven't we? I could turn the lights on, can we? So, lights rear, lights front. So the long end is the front. So we got no dip lights, that light, that light. So which light is best? So we got I'll stick with that for now. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, I'm enjoying it. Right, look at the controls, look at the engine temperature is going up. You can hear the fan when it comes on. I guess it's possible, you know, at certain throttles and with certain loads, that the fan makes no difference and it just goes over into the red and starts breaking stuff. Okay, and there we have it. There we have it. Get another screenshot. And I think I'll end here, and then I'll go and edit this and see what comes out.